Hey, you're wide receiver Khalil Shakir, right?
I sure am, kid. Here, go long.
Whoa! You're pretty good at football, man.
And you guys are pretty good at pizza.
Dude.
Folks, welcome back. Make sure you get those Picasso's orders in because it is the Picasso's pre-game show here on Trainwreck Sports. It is September 8th. It is early in the morning here, but we are on the cusp. We are on the fringe of having Buffalo Bills meaningful football for the first time in basically 7.5 months. It's exciting. It's back in Orchard Park. The Bills are hosting the Arizona Cardinals as a 6.5-point favorite. The over-under is 46.5. So what that tells you is we're looking, based on the books and the algorithms and the mathematicals, not going to happen necessarily, locked in stone, but 26-20, 27-19, maybe a 28-18 game, something in that range. With that said, obviously, I think Bills fans will just be looking for a win based on how the last couple years, week ones have gone. You have 2021 with the nightmare against the Steelers at home, and then you have last year with the Monday night debacle against Aaron Rodgers and his injury. But again, nothing to be upset about. The first thing we're going to do here on the Picasso's pregame show. Oh, yeah, it's a little too early pregame show. I get it. But that's what we want to beat the rush. We want to get out in front of everyone. Is the weather today in Orchard Park, New York. So this has been something I think everyone's been monitoring all week. Big thing has been, is it going to rain? Is it going to be too cold? What's going to be happening? Right now, early in the morning, we got it at about 52 degrees. As we move into the later part of the morning, it's going to get into the high 50s, still cloudy. The wind is the key thing to me at this point because the precipitation's low, almost no shot. High 50s, low 60s as we move into the game time. Wind 10 to 20 miles per hour spurts in there. So you wear your sweatshirt and light pants or something. Again, this is not your older brother's home opener. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit chilly in the house, but I don't think that's going to affect the Bills at all. And as a matter of fact, I think that's the perfect conditions for the Buffalo Bills. I think that's the ultimate advantage when Josh can throw in 15 to 20 mile per hour winds. I know Kyler Murray was a first overall pick, but we'll see if he has the arm to kind of make it happen in those conditions. 15 to 20 mile per hour winds, not easy, but it shouldn't be easy. It's a football game. It is a matchup. It is the gridiron of gladiators, and we are getting into it. On the offensive side of the ball, obviously, I think everyone is expecting the Bills to do what has worked for them in the past or the continuity that they have coming in. Let's get James Cook going. Let's get Dalton Kincaid out the play action. Let's get Shakir in a rhythm. With that said, I would not be surprised to see the newbies all over the place. I would not be surprised to see Coach Joe forcing the issue, perhaps where there's open receivers, where there's open options. I would not be surprised to see Coleman, Samuel, Hollins get a touchdown today based on what we're looking at. So I would pepper all three of those. I know we're going to get into some more bets on FanDuel, but with that said, let's go to My Cousin Vintage and check in and see what the fans there think is going to happen and who they think is going to be the first touchdown scorer today. Folks, we are here Elmwood Avenue. The sale is underway. We got tons of Bills fans pouring in. We're excited. 1-0 tomorrow, 1-0.
Oh, hell yeah. You know it.
First Bills touchdown.
James Cook runs it in.
There it is. Easy start to the season. Bills taking care of business. All righty, folks. The Picasso's pregame show rolls on. We're here at My Cousin Vintage, Elmwood Avenue. Come on through. You just got a great package from your mammy. Are you fired up?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Hello, mammy. How are you? How are you? The mammy's on the pregame show. That's amazing. You don't get that everywhere else. With that said, how are the Bills going to make sure the Cardinals are their mammy on Sunday, Slick?
You got to establish the new receivers early. Curtis Samuel, I think, is going to make a statement. Khalil Shakir got hot at the right time last year. Those guys are going to make an impact. And you got to establish the run as well. James Cook, this is going to be a breakout year for Cook. He started to get hot at the right time last year, just like Shakir. And it's going to be an even better year for him.
Seriously, it's going to be an even better year. I know you're always looking at the props. I know you're always looking at the betting options going into this home opener. Fans get super excited. What are you targeting? What are you lasering in on for tomorrow's game?
I've been saying this to everyone for months now, and I'm going to stand by it. Keon Coleman is scoring the first touchdown of the Buffalo Bills 2024 season.
You heard it here first, folks. Agent Zero gets it started. Let's see what else fans have to say here at My Cousin Vintage.
He's got a promo to cut. So Picasso's pregame. I'm here with.
Mike Volpe.
You seem like you got a lot on your mind about the Bills tomorrow. Spit game, brother.
Dude, I have a lot on my mind, but the one thing that we all need is a W. All right? We need the Bills dub, though. Josh, if you can hear me, put the citrus in and throw for 400, please.
The citrus is essential. Go Bills.
Folks, we're rolling on here on the Picasso's pregame show. I'm here with Jake. Just made a purchase here at Buffalo. How is it? You love Picasso's?
Yeah, love Picasso's.
What's your go-to order, Picasso's?
I just did a classic cheese and pep.
Cheese and pep sheet, right? Obviously, got to get that magic dust.
Yeah. I like the Parmesan they put on there.
Magic dust. You got to love it. With that said, what's going to be the magic dust for the Bills tomorrow at the home opener?
We need a pass rush, right? I like Oliver. He's a beast. He's been coming in. Get Jimmy Cooks involved in the run game. Throw him some swings out of the backfield. I don't know. I'm not calling the plays.
Hey, it's okay. You're not Coach Joe, and none of us are Coach Joe. We all trust Coach Joe. With that said, you going to the game tomorrow?
I am.
Over under 8.5 brewskis for you in the pregame.
Over 8.5 before in the tailgate?
Yeah.
We're starting early.
All right, we're starting early. All right. I didn't want to assume, but let's go. Bills fans put numbers up early and often. With that said, does this train ever stop?
No. Circle the wagon. Baby.
Let's go. All right, and we're back on the Picasso's pregame show. We'll have some more interviews coming from My Cousin Vintage and their opening sale as well. But just wanted to kind of pop in here with my gambling pick for the Pay the Bills pregame show here on Trainer Source Picasso's Pizza. Again, obviously there are much safer picks you can make with this, but let's live a little, okay? So I was talking about what I liked going into the last break there. And you can see I got Bills minus 6.5. Come on, zoom in here. Do me a solid. Bills minus 6.5. Dalton Kincaid, anytime touchdown score. Curtis Samuel, anytime touchdown score. And James Cook over 25 receiving yards for 44-1. I think that's totally doable. I would be shocked not to see Dalton Kincaid in the end zone. Curtis Samuel is a little bit more of a long shot. I think the Bills are going to win. And then James Cook, him receiving is something that I think, has been a focus. I know that there's been some drops. I know there's been some whoopsies in the past. I know that's rubbed fans the wrong way. I totally get that. But with that said, this is a new year. It's a new opportunity. This is a new chance. This is a new chance at redemption. And I think that James Cook is going to take advantage of that. Speaking of taking advantage, the Cardinals offense will be without Zay Jones today, but they're still going to have some of their top weapons. They're going to have Marvin Harrison Jr. They're going to have Trey McBride. They're going to have James Conner. But for the Bills defense, I'm expecting a big game out of Gregory Rousseau. He always seems to start strong when he's healthy, when he's coming out of the gate strong. Big game out of Greg Rousseau. We'll see. Maybe that'll fuel some of the defensive player of the year speculation that's been going around among my Bills Mafia. But I'll tell you what, the one thing you shouldn't speculate on, folks. Getting a FanDuel, getting your bets in for today's game, and getting a Picasso's Pizza to get your pregame orders in. Now let's go back to My Cousin Vintage for some final interviews on today's game.
What up, guys? Did we get fatter or something? Every time I find
Yeah, I know. I stretch a lot of my stuff.
I don't want to go skin tight.
Folks, Big Slick, Picasso's pregame show. I'm here with Quentin, fresh out of My Cousin Vintage, fresh off the purchase. What'd you get, man?
I got a pair of sneakers next door, but I was eyeballing the Bills denim they got on the wall up there. Might just bring stuff to trade. We'll see.
Another pair of sneakers. He already got the Witherspoons on. This man knows what he's doing. With that said, Bills tomorrow. Obviously, big game. Cardinals, home opener. What's your prediction, score-wise?
Let's say, we'll say 24-14. Why not? Nothing too crazy.
Any touchdown score you got?
Keon's getting one.
That's what I'm thinking, too. Does this train ever stop?
Never.
My man, go Bills.
All right, folks, we're rolling along. Picasso's pregame show. I'm here with our resident expert when it comes to all things Buffalo sports, Mike Bunt. Bunt, opening day tomorrow. Bills fans are literally frothing at the mouth with excitement. What's the things we got to watch out for? What do we have to be careful for 1 to 4 p.m. tomorrow?
So first, you got to be a little bit careful with Kyler Murray. He has the ability to go off at any given moment. Marvin Harrison Jr., first game, are we going to see an amazing start for him? I hope not. But you know what I think you should pay a lot of attention to? Everybody's been talking down the Bills receiver core, this new group. Everybody's scared. What are they going to do? I think they are going to go off against the Cardinals today. The Bills are going to throw the ball a lot, and they're going to get a lot of yardage in the air.
Over under, then I guess I'll put you to the test. 340 yards for Josh Allen through the air.
You know, my guess was actually around 345, so I'm going to take the over. Everybody's saying how the Bills are going to run the ball 50-50. I think they come out, they showcase Samuel, they showcase Dalton Kincaid, Khalil Shakir. Josh Allen, 350, 4 touchdowns in the air.
You heard your first, folks. I went to bunt to kind of temper the expectations, maybe cool the waters, but now they're hotter than ever like a jacuzzi. Let's go, Bills. Hey, folks, we're here at Buffalo Closet with Ryan. Ryan, we're post-purchase. We're a day before the opener. How are you feeling?
I feel great, super excited. We're going to the game. Pretty decent seats. I think it's going to be a great way to start the season.
Seriously, no better way. Let's go 1-0. With that said, did we go 1-0 with the purchase today? What do we get?
I think so. We got some nice shorts. Loved these. Saw these right when I walked in. Fire. Then I got a nice shirt. Pretty basic on the front. Crazy cool on the back.
They don't make cool black Bills apparel nowadays. That's all I'll say.
Really hard to find. You know, I like a nice black shirt. And then my girlfriend got 2 nice things, too.
All right, shout out the girlfriend. You can never go wrong. Shout out Ryan. Shout out Buffalo Closet. Let's have a day, and let's go 1-0. Does this train ever stop?
Never stops. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Have a great day, guys. All right, we are here at My Cousin Vintage with Chris. Chris, big game, Bills-Cardinals. Bills have initially started as like a 7.5-point favorite, now down to like 5.5. Are you nervous at all?
Nah, not at all.
Not at all. Feeling confident with the Bills home opener. What do you guys the final score tomorrow?
Final score.
He's getting really sensual with it.
I can't really say, but I think
you can't say. Why can't you say? I got to put your feet to the fire here before we put that blunt to the fire.
Cause the reason why I can't say, I believe we gonna beat them by 10 or better. If you ask.
Okay, that's fair. So wait, so you're thinking like what, 38-20?
Somewhere around there.
Okay, so who you got for the first Bills touchdown then?
Knox.
There you go. I like that pick. Throw him on your ticket. Chris, does this train ever stop?
No, it don't.
It don't.
It never.
Never stops. Never stops. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Truck it. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, we're in prime time form. Bills is. All right, boys. Let's have a good rest of our day here.
Sir, great day.
Go Bills!
Let's go Bills.
Good to see you, brother.
Alrighty, folks, and that'll just about wrap it up for our Picasso's Pizza early pregame show here. We got about 4-ish hours still to the game. So with that said, be safe, get your orders in, and let's